Hello! It is me, Mary Grace Whitlock, with another video for 80s Xanadu makeup extravaganza. Oh no! Oh, what a fill. Stay hydrated. Today I will be showing you the mask base routine that we are going to do for the ensemble in this wonderful musical. So I'm going to be basing it around our beautiful singer's mask that we were so thankfully given for free. I'm thankful for this. Does it smell good? No, that's besides the point. So I'm going to be basing it around this. I'm going to be basing it around this. If it was about right here. Oh my god. It's gonna be based around this lovely, beautiful singer's mask that we were so thankfully given, and I'm so glad we were actually able to use this, and so we can still, you know, sing without giving people COVID. But yeah, it's gonna be around this duck beautiful thing. I have already uploaded the regular tutorial because hopefully maybe there could be a vaccine by the time we are supposed to perform Xanadu, so it's going to be just like that, just, you know, like this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where the mask is. You don't need to do this, but I'm just doing this for me. That way I can just show you where you can just put your foundation instead of you figuring it out. Put this beautiful thing on. I'm going to use a lip liner only because it's just easier to get off than an eyeliner, but yeah. And I'm going to mark, oh my god. I keep getting on. Oh, I feel so pretty. Alright. I'm just going to mark where it is. Yay! Now I'm gonna put my hair back. So I've already primed, I moisturized, and I've already done my eyebrows because I already made the video and I don't think you guys need to see that, just to make things faster. I got my damp beauty sponge. First thing I'm gonna do is, I didn't do this in the base tutorial, but what I'm gonna do first is prime my eyes. And what I do is, I love the Fenty Beauty primer, but you can use any eyeshadow primer that you want. And I'm going to mix it in with my e.l.f. concealer. Since the primer is clear, it's a really good sticking primer, but it doesn't cover up my veins that I have on my forehead. So I'm just going to mix it in on the back of my hand and then put it on my eye. Now I'm going to immediately set that with powder because I do not want it to crease, and my eye creases like nobody's business. You can use any loose powder you want. My favorite drugstore loose powder is the Maybelline Fit Me. It is the best drugstore. Okay, I look crazy. Alright, I'm gonna get my full coverage foundation and just putting it in spots where I want it. We want a full coverage foundation because it was foundation was very full coverage in the 80s, but we're mixing it with stage makeup, so we definitely need it to be shown on the stage. Blend it in with the powder part. Just have to be very, very careful. I have to be very light-handed on that. Okay. My under eyes look messy, but that's because we're going to put concealer on. Alright. They had a very full coverage and very bright under eye in the 80s and in the 70s as well, so that is what we're gonna go for. Alright, now I'm going to go with this concealer brush and blend in my concealer right here with the powder and primed concealer mixed with the regular concealer. I also am being very careful right here because I crease a lot, especially in the inner corner here, so I'm trying to be very careful. Next we're going in with powder. What I like to do for my under eyes is I like to bake my under eyes. I like baking because I want to make sure that this is going to last as long as humanly possible, because nothing likes to last on my skin. I'm using the Laura Mercier powder because I think that's the best for baking, but again, my favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me, so you can use that one because that one works just as good. Now I'm going to just carefully run my fingers across my face to see if I've missed any spots. And I'm going to dust the bake away. Don't I look crazy? Oh my god. Next we're going to go with the bronzer. It's going to be kind of complicated since we can't really do much. So in the 80s, what they like to do is they like to keep it mainly right here, just in the pocket of their cheekbone. So there's not much we can do since we're wearing a mask, but we are going to bring it up a little bit higher and just like this, right here. I'm also going to bring it right here and on the forehead. My favorite drugstore bronzer is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I'm not using that only because it's broken and I don't want to make a mess right now. But right now I am using the Ameni like Tarte bronzer. It's pretty good. Keep it in right here. Okay. Blending it like this because the contour was blended in the blush. Oh my god, I look insane. Oh my god. Now whatever left over, I'm just gonna run it on my nose. Next we're gonna do something kind of crazy, but I want to make sure you guys look as beautiful as possible. So next is blush, and the blush was heavy-handed. It was insane. So we're gonna go with too much blush because I want to. For mask purposes, I'm gonna do this little thing just to make it seem a little cute and rosy. I'm just gonna, you could do this with cream or powder. This is cream. I'm just gonna go like my finger, kind of be very light and tap. So say more a lot of blush. I want us to have a little bit of blush on the nose. I like to use this kind of brush for cream. I think it really gets in there. And I'm gonna go heavy-handed as much as I can. And we're gonna go pretty high up. If you have medium to light skin tone, try go for more of a pinky pink since that's what they wore in this time period. And you have medium to deep, go for either a coral or maybe a hot pink, because that I think that will look really good and that will pop on your skin. We want the blush to really pop on stage. Crazy. Right now I'm going to dip into Milani Luminoso. This is a very shimmery blush, but I don't necessarily use it as a blush. I use it as a blush topper, which means I like to put it on top of blush to make it look very shimmery and shiny. Not necessarily a highlight, but just to give it a really nice sheen. That's what we're going to do. Has a nice sheen to it. we don't want the blush right here. So we took like our 2 fingers, we wanted it to be about like right here where there's not blush. If there is blush, you can just kind of do it like this to blend it out. Next, what we're gonna do is highlight. Now, one of my favorite drugstore highlights is actually not a highlight, but an eyeshadow. What I'm gonna do first is gonna use my fingers, and I'm gonna put it on the bridge of my nose, and your corners. I'll always put this in your corners. A little bit of the brow. Now I'm gonna just go like this, barely tap it. I'm gonna go across my forehead just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna do this weird thing. I'm gonna dip a little bit more and tap. In the 80s, they were very into like this round cheek area. So, see, that's why they bring the blush down, because it gives more rounder cheeks. We're more into more sculpted, lifted cheek area. But I'm gonna do this thing. That way we don't look very dry, but very nice and dewy and ooh la la. I'm actually gonna put it in the center where the blush meets regular foundation and powder, which is right here, about where your eye is. Let's go like this. And then you can bring it up a little bit. Alright, so this is it for the base. There's not much we can do since we are wearing masks. But let's see. It gives something, you know? I wanted y'all to have something. Y'all are gonna have really pretty foreheads. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, comment down below. Email me, text me, or whatever you need to do to reach me. But yeah, and I look crazy, but this is all I could do due to COVID-19. Thanks 2020. Thank you for joining us, my mask. And yeah, see you in the next video.